The room was dark and smelled like sweat. Clothes were scattered across the floor, and it wasn't hard to guess what was done in there. But what confirmed it even more was Ryder, my mate, lying naked in bed with a blonde woman on top of him. He looked at me surprised, but didn't move from under her. I felt a little part of me break that I didn't even realize I cared about him, and tears welled up in my eyes. I turned and ran out as fast as I could.
Vera!
My brother cried out, alarmed. I flew down the stairs and burst out the front door running. I raced to the woods as fast as my legs could carry me and didn't stop. I felt tears running down my cheeks as the burn of his betrayal tore at my heart. The look on his face when I saw him, he didn't care that I found him with another girl. He felt no remorse, no guilt, nothing. He really did hate me. My legs started to burn, and my breathing was coming in heavy gasps. I realized that this moment reminded me of when I was little, when I used to chase after Ripley and Ryder, wanting to be able to catch them and be a part of them. Even now, I was racing, but I would never catch up. It's like Ryder said, I'm only human. I finally collapsed against a tree, sucking in deep breaths. I looked around and saw that I had no idea where I was. For some reason, this comforted me. I was finally alone, and it felt good. My breathing relaxed, and I leaned my head against the trunk, not caring if bark got in my hair. Was this what it would feel like if I moved into the human world? Because honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. Why was I even surprised? Ryder didn't want me as a mate. I knew that he hated me. Why would some predetermined fate change that? This wasn't a blessing, but the last spit in the face from werewolf kind. I laid against the tree for hours, taking in the scenery, before finally starting my slow trek back home. The forest echoed with the noises of the bugs and birds who inhabited it. When I got back, the pack was in an uproar. My father was yelling, my mother crying while people huddled around them, each talking over themselves as confusion swept through the crowd. The door closed loudly behind me and everything went silent. Dozens upon dozens of eyes turned to look at me.
Vera!
Running up to me and hugging me. My arms stayed limp by my side as she held me close. Soon my father and brother joined in too. I should have felt bad for leaving them. I should have felt happy to be back. I didn't. I felt nothing. It's like Ryder tore my heart out when he did what he did. I finally pulled away from my family's embrace, looking at each of their concerned faces blankly. I'm leaving, I said without emotion. Worry turned to shock in less than a matter of seconds.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Mother asked, her eyes overwhelmed with sadness.
Leaving? Where would you even go? You're still just a child.
Dad said, anger filling his face. Why do you say that, Ver? What's going on? Rose appeared looking confused and hurt. Finally, I snapped. After years and years of holding it in, I was done. I never belonged here. Never! All anyone here ever did was criticize me or hate me. Well, guess what? I'm done! I'm human. I'm not one of you. I'll never shift or lift things 5 times my body weight. I won't hear things miles away or see in the dark. And you know what? I'm tired of that being a bad thing. So you can all go screw yourselves. Just because I'm human doesn't make me weak or stupid or small. I think putting up with this bullshit for over a decade has to show something about my character. I'm going to the human world, and I'm never coming back! I screamed, out of breath. I glared at all the shocked faces of the pack, waiting for someone to respond.
Like hell you are.
A voice finally spoke up. I turned to see the one person I never want to see again, my mate. Go to hell, Ryder, I snarled. But deep inside, it was like a knife was stabbing me in the heart. Why was he even here? What about the girl he had just spent the night with?
You're not going anywhere. I don't care what you think about this place or these people.
He growled, stepping closer to me. I poked him hard in the chest, not backing down. And who are you to stop me? I figured you'd want me gone the most. After all, you hate me more than anyone, I said coldly, looking at him with nothing but malice. He flinched slightly at this, taking a step back. My harsh glare, something he had never witnessed before.
What's going on?
Ripley finally burst, looking between the two of us with confusion.